That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that that would have ended up coming out. Don't even see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that bit. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky and rough around the edges, just like me. So sticky and horrible. So yes, so yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. No good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now. Good afternoon everybody, hope you're all well. Hope everybody is having a great weekend, and thanks to each and every one of you guys coming over. Today I'm doing something that I've not done a resin project live. I've turned them, obviously I've turned bits of resin but not all resin. So I don't know if you guys follow me. I put this on Instagram and Facebook, I think it was last week, that I made for somebody. So I'm going to have a bash at turning this. Whether I get it finished today is another matter, because resin sometimes takes a little bit of time, but we'll see how we go. I'm only going to go for about an hour, maximum hour and a half, and then depending on how far we get, is depending on whether we finish it next week or I finish it in the week. So anyway, as you may or may not see, the link in, where is it, down here. I've been lucky enough to be offered some support by Starbond Glue. I'm still waiting for the Starbond products to arrive to me. But what you can do is, if you go over to, if the link is in the description, if you go over to the link, hit the link, that'll take you through. And if you want to buy, if you need some Starbond, or you want to try Starbond or whatever, on checkout, if you put my code in, which is all in capitals, SK/ or dash, shall I say, Krafts, then that will give you 10% discount on checkout. If there's any issues on checkout and you don't get your 10%, then message me and we'll get it sorted out for you. So that will just help the channel. That helps you, you'll get a bit of discount, and it helps me as well. So thank you very much for that support. As always, I'm always grateful for all your guys' support. So I'll get this mounted in the lathe. I'm going to put this between centers until we get turn to a tenon on the end, and then we'll get into the chuck. But what I'll do is, while I'm getting that in the lathe, I will hand over to my lovely wife Nick, and she will shout out who's in the chat and welcome all in.
Good afternoon, lovely people. Right, today on Mother's Day, I'm sat here. No, I don't mind. We have Wood Wizardry by Colin. We have Hodgepodge Woodworks, Barry's in the Shed, Gerard the French Turner. Can I use the? Oh no. We have Mike Yu from Hobby Woodturner Ilminster. We have Lawrence. I can't pronounce his surname. It'd be nice to meet him one day. Might be able to tell me how to pronounce it. Andy H is for turning. Can you stop slurping?
Sorry, I was drinking my coffee. Sorry.
Mark the Gentleman Woodturner. Colin Izzard, Peter Lake. We also have Chris Dobbs, Ian Leonard, Doug Miller, me, Robert Nye. I thought I'd lost you then, Steve. But
No, I'm here.
no, sorry. Shop Dog Workshop.
Mark. Hello, Mark. How you doing, mate?
Robert Dolman.
Hope Mark's not going to judge me by doing resin today.
And, oh, wait a minute. If I've missed anyone, I do apologise. Do like you did last week. Just put, you've missed me. John Scarborough, Alex Lammy, Barry Chitty, Brent Beecroft, Klondike Craftsman. Is that Lewis?
Yep.
I know I've got the list, but I can't get them backwards forwards. Paul Smith. I think. Oh, Joe Senior's on. Oh, Karen Dolman's on. Like I say, if I've missed anyone, apologies. TJ Turnan's on. Right, I always get this wrong. I'm just going to say Blair.
Good day, Daily Blair.
Turn.
Daily Blair. Good turn, Daily Blair.
He's got an E in there. Anyway, Blair.
Turny Blair. He knows who he is.
I think I've got everyone. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Oh, wait a minute. And Glyn.
Hello,
Senior.
Glyn.
Yorkshire Git. Oh, Door 60's on as well.
Hi, Door. Oh, I'm going to get covered in this stuff.
Mark's put very slick moving banner there, Steve.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. You know, we aim to
hate doing this, aren't you?
What?
It's going to make so much.
Well, so once I get this tenon off here, that should be, or once I get the tenon on it shouldn't be too bad. Because what's happening is as it spins, it's causing a bit of a vacuum and it's sucking the shavings back in. But once I can get this on here, that should be all right.
Colin said that I'm very quiet. I'm not normally.
Very quiet. What, your mic quiet?
Possibly. If it is, just say and we'll see what we can do. Lewis has put resin. To
be honest, I was a little bit worried about doing a resin project. The reason being is that I know they're just patient. You can't hog them out like you can a bit of wood. So I thought, you know what, I've never done a whole resin project on a live, so let's give it a bash. Like I say, once I get past this tenon on the end here, that shouldn't be too bad because the off spray should be going that way.
Mark said he's honoured to have been my first link. My first try.
But yeah, I'm hoping this is going to turn out really nice. Because I mixed, the blue is actually two blues. It's a sky blue and an ocean blue.
Okay, so it does look really nice on the camera.
And what I did is I poured them when they was just about starting to go. So I'm hoping the colours are going to be separated a little bit when we get into it. It's going to be like a motley effect. That's what I'm hoping.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very clear. And on the screen, or on OBS, sorry, I've got you going up quite high when you talk. So.
All right. I don't want to be high. Gerard said, Nikki, is Steve cooking for you after, or is he ordering special takeaway? Takeaway, Gerard. He keeps saying to me, I'm not your mum. I said, well, then can you
No, no,
stop?
no, no. You're not my mum.
Yeah, and what do I say? What do
Stop
I
acting.
say?
Stop
Can you
treating.
stop acting like, or treating me like I am then? The girls would have probably cooked, but I can't. I can't just take a step back, can I? So it's better that we have takeaway.
Cleaner
Did
as
I?
well.
Yeah. Did I say door 60, Steve?
Yes, you did say Dorset.
Ruby Claire is on.
Hi, Ruby. How are you?
Sickly 61. And again, if I miss anyone in there, because I've just flipped the
Just
mouse.
remember, guys, if you've got a question, stick a Q in front of your question, please, so Nick knows what she's looking for.
Brian at Woodturning's on.
Hi, Brian. Look at this. What a mess. I haven't even started yet. Right, hopefully.
Oh, John Scarborough's had a bit of trouble ordering his Yorkshire grit.
Oh, really?
Apparently on the website he kept putting it into the basket and going to check out, the basket was empty. After the fifth try it was all okay. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, you need your grit, mate. I should be using grit on this, baby. I did a small project yesterday that I'm doing a video for, which will be up in the week, and I use Yorkshire grit on it, and look at the shine on that bad boy. That came out really nice with Yorkshire grit. That was sanded to 400, Yorkshire gritted original, then 2 coats of microfine, and it came up like that. Absolutely stunning. Hassle-free sanding.
Gerard's put, you are the mum of his kids? No? He looks at that they're old enough to do stuff themselves now, though, Gerard. That's the trouble. They're 15, nearly 16 and 20. So I'm not even having my Mother's Day cards today yet. I told them to stuff up. So let's write the day off and we'll start again another day.
Alright, so let's get this clamped up in.
Oh, Steve, that stinks. I can smell that in here.
Okay. That's because it's resin. You have to open the door if it gets too bad.
Tommy's workshop's on. I missed him. Sorry, Tommy.
Hi, Tommy. So now we've got a tenon on the end there. We can get it clamped in the chuck properly.
Lewis wants to know what resin you're using.
I used to use, for a long time, I used polyester resin. The only reason being is because it was cheap. Polyester resin for a gallon is like 30 quid, and I couldn't really justify spending hundreds of pounds on the epoxy. But recently I went to try some epoxy, and I use Dipoxy. So I bought some. Worked really well, as it's like any other epoxy resin. It's 2-part, part A, part B, and got on really well with it. The only thing I don't like about it, that specific one, was it had a slight yellow tinge to it. So I changed it to a different one, which is it's a jewellery making one, which is this one, and this is actually crystal clear, absolutely crystal clear. This was made with this one, and this is the same price. This works out about I think it's about £80 for 6.5 kilos, which isn't too bad for epoxy resin.
Mark's on form again.
Why was he on about? Reverse.
He's put, no, not yet. He's put, now Nikki has a new skill. Can Steve ask her to put multiple links in while still keeping up with the chat and go? Mark, I tell you what, mate, you really are pushing it for a slap when I see you.
Do you know what? Joe said exactly the same yesterday.
Shop Dog Workshop said his 2 were 26 yesterday. I feel old enough as it is.
So I don't want too much shape in this. I'm just going to try and bring the neck out.
Sorry,
What?
Gerard's son's getting married next Saturday.
Oh,
But isn't 6 allowed at the wedding?
Oh, that's a shame.
Just have to be on Zoom.
So I'm not going to go for too much shape on this because I want it fairly basic and standard. But what I'm going to do is first I'm going to clean it up because I set it in a I set it in a mixing bottle and just left it in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean up the edges. and get rid of it. Get it round.
There's a lot of old people on it.
What do you mean a lot of old people on there? You cheeky sod.
No, I love it. Oh, John's read Glenn's message. That's right. He's just gonna have a look into it. But he did get his order, so that's good. All good. Just going down the messages. Cornish Maid is on.
Hi, Katie.
She's how is everyone today? I'm listening but cooking mum lunch. Very nice, so you should. Sidley61's got a question. How long do you wait between demoulding and turning?
This was demolded on Monday. I normally give it a couple of days just to give it a chance to breathe and harden up a little bit. I know they do say us 24 hours, but that never seems really long enough for me.
Mark's just put, I figure if I'm going to get a beating from Joe and Nikki, I might as well make it worthwhile.
So what you need to do, I always find with turning resin, slow but at high speeds was always the easiest way. I can't.
Not supposed to eat it.
Mate, it's just drawn to me, innit?
It's not edible. Someone's got to be.
Stink when that's turning.
Sidley said thanks. I've upset him all now.
Who?
This lot.
Well, because you called them old?
Yeah, nothing wrong with being experienced. Pardon, old. I did put love you all really and can't wait to meet you all. Gerard put Nikki, watch the choice of words old, never in a month of Sunday. Nikki are not old, we are wise. Yeah. You're not old until you're 15 years older than me. Wood Dude's on.
Hi, mate.
He's just popped in stores for a quick bite to eat and then a little look at what's happening, then it's back to wood turning.
I think I'm going to regret doing this on live. Absolute mess.
What, turn it into a pen pot?
It's going to be a pen pot, yeah. Eventually.
Why? Just because it's going to be a mess.
Got some air bubbles in there, I reckon.
Barry's Wood Creations on. He put, hello everyone. I missed. Sorry I can't stay. Catch you all later.
Hi, Barry. Bye, Barry.
Right, Mark's put, serious tip of the day. Are you sure it's serious? Right. Some cheap tumble dry sheets from Lidl. Wipe yourself down with one. Smock your face shield and gouge. Resin won't be attracted to you then. It's anti-static.
Who's that, Mark from?
No, Mark, gentleman Woodturner.
Oh, right. Look at it.
Do you want me to go and get you one?
What? You want to get me a Mark General Woodturner?
A tumble dry sheet. It's not a cheap one, but
No.
see if it'll stop sticking to you.
Bit late now. Covered in it.
You ain't coming in the house like that. I'm going to lock the door. Barry Fisher's on.
Hi, Barry. So I just want to get a basic shape on it before I get carried away. Oh, man.
All right.
So I did this look, so you could see the mess that it creates when you turn. Look at the mess.
The smell as well is horrible. Do you want me to go get one for you to try or not?
Well, no, because I'm covered in it now, aren't I?
Right. Hodgepodge pit also makes you smell decent if you can't take a shower.
So it's not too bad when you get to where the pencils are, because obviously you've got wood and resin that's chipping out, so you're getting little bits rather than long strings. When you're turning the bit what's just resin, you're getting long strings. That's where it's wrapping around the lathe.
Cornish maid put, you're going to have fun clearing that lot up later.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Tommy's workshop put on back now. Who are you calling old Nikki? I'm only 49. Dad's in.
Hi, Dad. So I'm just going to try and get a bit of a swan in here. Better up that way.
Tornage is on. Tornage Dubai is in.
Hi, Daniel.
Mark said it's an old pen turner's trick from turning resin pen blanks.
It's a good idea, mate. I'll try it next time. Next time I do resin, I'll try it.
Dad's put hi, son. He's actually Richard Bunton as well.
Is it?
He's finally done it. I think he's finally cracked it. How sweet is that? Tornage just put, is this a resin day? I've got a bit on my premiere today too.
Oh. It's a bit chattery. And my gouge needs sharpening up. It's any trouble with resin that just bash the edge out of your gouge all the time.
I was going to say, does it make them quite blunt?
Yeah. I'm just going to sharpen up, I think. Jesus, look at me. Look like a snowman.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Just turn that off. Right, let me just sharpen this quickly.
So will you suckle that up the hoover?
No, I'll put most of it in a bin. I burn well on the fire. Oh, shouldn't be saying that, should I really? It doesn't burn well. Don't burn resin on the fire. It's not good for the environment.
What's Mark put a link in for?
Don't know, ask him.
Didn't ask permission.
Don't fight now, girls.
I'm going to put him in the corner.
I would imagine that's for Lewis's premiere tonight.
No, it's probably for no, not when Lucy said about it.
All right, hodgepodge.
No,
Daniel.
Daniel Tornage, wasn't
it?
Yeah. Your dad's put. I'm getting better, Nick.
What's better? Much better.
Hodgepodge said he's got to go mix some resin in a bit. He's not looking forward to it.
Oh, I don't mind mixing that.
Wouldn't it be nice? Hi, popping in for a bit before I start Sunday lunch. All these people that cook Sunday dinner, Steve.
Yeah, well, I'm doing a live. I can't do both.
Who's who? Mark's put hi who? Who's who, Steve?
Wouldn't it be nice?
Oh, right, sorry. Tornage put, Steve, I'm sure you've heard this many times before, but carbide negative rakes work awesome with resin.
Yeah, they do, but I haven't got negative rate carbides because I don't really do enough resin to
Yeah, that was Tornado Dubar's link he put in.
get out. Got a bit in my mouth, I can't get it out.
He's put, I'm the senior spanner wielder. I don't need permission, my young apprentice. Spanner's about right. Oh, love you really, Mark. Try Not Woodworks with Bobby Gannon is on.
Hi, Bobby.
Welcome. So, can I get up a bit of a discussion, Steve?
About?
Well, this COVID jab.
Do what you
Because I've
like.
been invited to have a COVID injection.
It's a party, isn't it? You're going to.
The what?
It's a COVID party.
Yeah. And I just wonder what people's opinion was on it. If anyone's had any bad side effects or with it. I just made Mark spit his coffee out. He put just spat my coffee out. Thanks, Nikki. Lol. Malcolm Douglas is on. He's just popping in for a bit.
Hi, Malcolm.
Gerard said he's not cooking. His daughter went to pick up the dishes she ordered from a restaurant for her mum. Yeah, my children said this morning, well, we could order from a takeaway. It's a bit late, innit? Order from a restaurant. Have something nice for the tea, but no. I think it'll be a bit late now. Bobby from Try Not Put, it's been too long.
Nice to see you over, mate.
Shop Dog Workshop said he's had both of his jabs and no side effects at all. Mark said he's had his first jab, no side effects. Sidley, no side effects at all, Nikki. Do you know which one you had? Because there's two, isn't there? There's the... Is it the Oxford and the Zeneca? Are they the different ones?
Yeah.
I thought it was a bit of a, like a spam message to start with, and then went online and realised it wasn't. So
Let's try a bit of carbide work, see what happens.
Daniel said his wife got rather sick after her second injection. Oh.
I've heard of a few people saying they get like flu-like symptoms.
Yeah, that's what he's put. Light flu-like symptoms, much better after a couple of days. Cornish Maid put, if you're not allergic, take a paracetamol 30 minutes before. My parents did that and not one side effect. They do say if you react, you might have had COVID though. I do regular what they call lateral flow tests, and they have all been negative. So Gerard's put they've just stopped the AstraZeneca blood clotting injection here. Cases of Dr. Bob's on. Good
Hi,
day all.
Robert.
Sunny and cold here in Michigan. Oh. Gerard's put as cases of blood clotting with that injection. Not good, is it?
Oh.
So there seems to be more side effects from the Moderna and virtually none from the Pfizer. Right. See, my parents had that Oxford one and they had no side effects, did they?
Well, your dad's got two heads now, but other than that, he's alright.
Colin put same, all we had was a sore arm. AstraZeneca, no side effects. Lawrence said, Steve, can you do sanding? Do the sanding vacuum onto vacuum the resin cuts?
What?
I'm just reading what Lawrence put. Can you do the sanding vacuum onto vacuum the resin cuts? I think he means the suction hoover thing. Is that what he means? Vacuum?
I don't know. The extraction?
Yeah, is that what you mean, Lawrence? Shop Dog had the Pfizer.
Just do a little bit more in there.
Oh,
try to undercut
Bobby
that.
Cannon has just Gannon, sorry, from Try Not said that he got his job back. and was promoted to manager and had been busy fixing what others destroyed.
Congratulations for getting your job back, mate.
Cornish maid said her parents had the Oxford one. Oh no, who's just had COVID?
Oh, is he?
And wouldn't it be nice? He said, yeah, he's got to wait a month now before he can have his first jab. Yeah, you have to wait 28 days. My sister and niece had the same.
Right, so let's just clean. I've got a little bit of chipping in there, so we're just going to clean that up a little bit.
Gerard said there's one coming out called the Johnson one, and it's only one injection.
There's going to be new brands come out over the next year or so, isn't there? There's going to be.
Yeah, and they're going to. Some are going to be better, and some are probably going to be. I think it just depends on the person, doesn't it? I suppose on how.
Well, it's like anything, isn't it? The side effects are going to affect different people different ways. You're not going to be able to get over that, but
no. Daniel says he vacuums his resin shavings up all the time. Jo said she had the AstraZeneca jab. Lawrence said yes, Steve, the extraction.
yeah, I do sometimes. I've got a hose I can connect to my extraction to suck rubbish up. I'll give it a go.
Shop Dog has just said, I'm assuming Steve isn't wearing a mask so he can chat. Resin dust ain't nice.
No, yeah, you're right. That is no, I'm not wearing a mask. I should be really, but I can't because of my mic. Because the mask with the headset I use, the mic digs in, the headset digs in your head.
I know, but don't make yourself ill. Cool.
Won't make myself ill.
I'm
breathing from my bottom.
John said he's had the AstraZeneca, no side effects. Mark's got his second on the 5th of May. Bobby from Try Not said, I've not turned a coloured pencil resin piece. How do you keep the coloured part from flying out?
Well, hopefully, I'm hoping because the pencils are fairly good condition, they're not going to be loose in it. But hopefully, you'd like to think that when I cast it, I warmed the resin up so it was quite runny, the clear stuff. So I'm hoping it's sort of soaked into the. You can see on some of them where it's dark on the edges. So I'm hoping it's soaked into the wood. But yeah, I know what you mean. You're hoping that the bits don't fly out. So I've just got some little chip out bits, and I've got to try and get rid of.
Cornish May said, my neighbour was working on the Oxford down here. It helps protect people then. That's a good thing. Daniel said the coloured part is glued into the wood of the pencil. It's really good with staying in. Oh, Gerard said the AstraZeneca is the Oxford one. Right, okay. Pfizer is the other one, isn't it? Hodge said that's why he changed mics because of the digging issue. Dr. Bob says, been a month since my second. The only side effects I had was enjoying my grandchildren, being the safest babysitter. Had to learn supper duty again.
Right, so here we go there. The only thing I do find when you're doing a pencil project, when you're turning the pencil, you get a lot of coloured dust off of it. And you have to be careful when you sand and seal it that doesn't transfer into the actual wood. So
You need to stop eating it, mate.
I know, but it's hard.
Have
So
you got
nice.
one?
It's so nice. It's so nice to. Right. So let's get this out of the way.
Sounds like someone's trying to get in.
That's the wind on the fence and on the side beside the workshop.
It's propped up.
Right. So I think we're ready for a bit of sanding. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sand it back, and then I'm going to cut the inside out before I finish the outside. And I've left this because I'm going to. Hey.
Reason why?
What?
No reason. Why are you doing it like that?
Because I don't want to. When I turn the inside out with a force in the bit, this is going to warm up a little bit, and I don't want whatever finish I put on it to ruin. You know what I mean? So let me just cut this back a little bit because that's a bit wide.
Gerard said he won't get his before the end of April. I've got mine the end of March, and then I've got my next one in June.
But have you got yours early because of your underlying health problems, or?
Well, that's what it says, because you haven't had yours and you're older, obviously, than me, so that's what it said in the thing, in the text. Gerard said, and now opening everything. Ooh,
I didn't want to do that.
it's getting slower. Catering industry not before September, October. Same here. Daniel said, same here, Gerard. Just glad my wife got hers, since it will be her with her anxiety.
So that's what
Oh,
happens when you. So that's
Bob
what.
said, change diapers again since I changed their parents for their age.
So that's what happens when you push too hard with resin.
What you done?
Chips it all out.
Oh,
So I've just got to gently try and take that back now to get rid of that.
I can't believe I bought all the veg for today as well. Bit silly, wasn't it? Stop eating it. Colin, I had to book mine when I got my text come through, and I had to do it online. I had to book. I didn't have to, but I could book my second one alongside the first one, so that's what I did. Only thing is, reading some of these, the first one's not too bad because I'm then off school for a couple of weeks due to Easter, but I'm just a bit concerned about the second one, but I'll worry about that when it comes round. Wouldn't it be nice? Has got to go because he's now cooking beef noodles with green beans and peppers.
All right, see you later, Hugh. Hope you're feeling better anyway. I'm glad you're feeling better anyway.
I can't believe that. Gerard said, even with our health problem, his wife has breast cancer and a pacemaker, and him with a stroke. They're not in the class as at risk.
Crazy, isn't it?
Lawrence said, Steve, it's better to change the mic to protect your lungs rather than have problems. Nikki will speak for you when necessary. I'm good at
Oh,
that, ain't I?
story of my life, then.
Daniel said, Steve, bring the handle up a little and make yourself a negative rake.
Yeah, I just did that on the last pass, mate, and
Yeah,
that's
that's what I
what's.
was just reading through the chat, mate. He put that will help that chip out.
Right.
Gerard's put me. There was some noise missing today, chopping carrots.
Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a mask on while I'm sanding that, to be perfectly honest.
Good boy.
Because I don't want to be breathing that. So while I just do that.
I am not singing.
No, you're not singing. I was sent. I'll put a link for these in the description. Some of these vape. Actually, let's go on the
I'm
camera.
sure Mark will do it.
What?
Put the link in.
No, I haven't got a link for them yet. So I was asked to do a review on some of these. Where is the camera here? On some of these masks and what they got. They got like 3-layer triple filters inside of them. So I'm going to try this. It's the first time I've tried it, so I'll try this.
Is this the gentleman that sent the other masks as well?
Yes.
It wasn't a gentleman, it was a lady, weren't it?
Yeah. They asked me if I'd try some. So I'm going to just try this now. So I'll see what this is like. So I'll take my headset off and we'll see whether I can smell or get any issues with it. So I'm going to go quiet for a few minutes. So Nick will sing to you.
No, I won't. When they sent Steve this new respirator thing, they also sent some like face masks that you can wear each day. And I looked at it and I said, I'll have one. And he moaned and groaned and huffed and puffed like he does. But they're brilliant because they're like the disposable ones where they've got the little bit of wire over the nose. And they open up a little bit. So they've also got the tightening bits on behind the ears. They open up really well. And I think they're great because it keeps all my chins in together. So you can't see all my chins. Keeps them all nice and snug. But also inside's a little pocket that you can put in filters. So if you are really, really anxious and worried, but I wear one all day at work, and it is so comfortable, so much so actually I really need to go and wash it. But yeah, so when we find the link for it, we'll definitely put it up, and I definitely recommend those face masks. And obviously we'll see what Steve says about the what do you call them? Respirator. Mark, stop stirring. Really and truthfully, I'm gonna fall out. Yeah, I think it is hodgepodge. I think that is what it's called actually. I'll double check when Steve comes back on the mic. Yeah, hodgepodge. Did you get like 3 in a pack or something like and they're 3 different colours? But yeah, they are. Steve don't wear them because he don't really need to. But I've been wearing one and it's brilliant, really. Especially when being a glasses wearer as well. It comes up quite high up your nose, so you can have it tucked under your glasses. Yeah, I just think they're absolutely brilliant. Obviously, I can't tell him that, Tornage, because he's not got his headset on. Ruby Claire, where are you then? If it says over 80s, I'm not in my 60s, but it said underlying health issues. I do have a few, but I wouldn't have thought enough to actually have a jab, I must say. Bye, Terry. See you later. Shop Dog, see you later. Thank you for coming over. Welcome, Florida Bearded Woodworker. What are the RZ ones, Daniel? Welcome, Rex. I don't know what you mean. Does Steve have the ear strap over his ear, or is it the fit better without it? I don't know what you mean, Rex. Sorry. So at Mark's request, has anybody got any premieres or lives going on today or tomorrow I want to say, and I'll put a link in for it. Unless Mark beats me to it, of course, because he'll be quicker. Right, Daniel. Yeah, I've got a feeling Hodgepodge was right. I've got a feeling that was they are base camp ones. I'll pop in when Steve comes back on the mic and go and get the paperwork for it, and then we should be able to put a link in. Well, thank goodness for that, Katie. You've rescued the cake. Rex, I find the fit sort of weird with the ear strap. Haven't tried it without it though. Right. I was thinking of making a cake this afternoon, but I'm not sure now, as I have a few jobs, a couple of little bits I need to just quickly do before we have tea. Are you back?
I'm back.
Hodgepodge said, are they the base camp? It's base camp, I think.
Let's have a look. Yes, yeah, they are base camp. Yep. Everybody's saying you're quiet. You need to speak louder, love. Put the mic nearer to your mouth.
No, it's fine. I don't need to speak any louder.
You normally do.
Right,
Right, so I'm going to sand and seal this. Normally, obviously, you wouldn't sand and seal resin, but because we've got wood in it, we need to sand and seal it. And to be honest, them masks are really good. I couldn't smell none of that through that mask. I might take one to bed with me.
might stop you snoring.
Look at that baby pop. That's pretty. That blue's pretty. Look at that. Right, so let that dry a little bit. We get the Yorkshire grit on it.
Rex said when Steve put his mask on, there's a thin strip that appeared to go on his ear, but
Yeah.
Steve didn't.
No, I didn't put it over my ears. You can put them over your ears, but I just wrapped it around the back of my head. So we're going with the micro Yorkshire grit original first, and then we'll give it a coat of microfine.
Ooh, Katie's just made sugar-free lemon drizzle cake. I love lemon drizzle. No one else likes it here though, so I usually end up eating it myself. But we want to lose weight, but I really like baking. So we're sort of in a bit of a catch-22 really, aren't we? I could do and take it to work. But then the kids like it. It's only me and you that need to lose the weight. I'll just do something the kids like.
Alright, so hopefully the colour coming out of that is not going to go over my wood. Hopefully being sealed, that should stop it. Check out. No, it's fine. It's just wearing the pencils, just where the wax is wearing away, or the pencil lead is wearing away, should I say?
Worry about lead in your pencil.
So I'm going to spend a bit of time doing this so we get a nice finish on our resin. So like I say, this is the original, and then we'll move on to the microfine.
Doug Miller's got to go.
See you later, Doug. Thanks for coming over.
Rex said awesome blue colour at the base.
Yeah, it's nice. It's ocean blue and sky blue is the
Lawrence
colours I
said nice
use.
colour as well. That is a nice blue, isn't it?
Well, I'm hoping it's got like a motley effect in it when I get it all polished up.
And even on the camera, because you know, like normally, I'll say to you, I need to pop and have a look.
It actually looks darker on the camera than what it is.
But the camera gives it a good colour, whereas before, it hadn't.
Well, I have been titivating with the colours on the cameras lately. But that is definitely lighter on real life than what it is on the camera.
So Cornish maid, do you replace the sugar with like low calorie sugar, like Canderel or something, or just leave it out?
So go with the microphone now.
Billy lost a stone. I wish I had.
I lost a stone the other day. Came out the bottom of my boot when I got in the van.
You're not funny. Daniel said, "What resin did you use for that?"
It's the Dipoxy resin. It's the one that's in my description, I believe. Or is it I don't know if there's a polyester one. Actually, I will change that because I've stopped using the polyester one now, so that can come out of the description, really. I'll give this a couple of coats of microfine just so if we can get it buffed up nice. What's the time, Nick?
It is 10 to 1. 10 to 2 even.
Oh, sorry, it's not too bad.
Mark's put, Nikki, can I ask a question for the collective, please, regarding my live tomorrow? No. Can't. Is your answer?
So just going to do another coat of microfine on there. Just because we've got them pencils in there.
Oh, Bobby, try not's got to go.
See you later, Bobby. Thanks for coming over, sir. Have a good day.
Have to try that then, Katie. Go on then, Mark, because you'll only sulk if I don't let you. Mark's put, no.
Alright, buff that off. So this is only with the Yorkshire grit original microfine, so we'll see what finish we get with this. And like we all know, it's not a finish, it's an abrasive paste. So there we go, nice and shiny. Looks good. Looks pretty. So now what we've got to do now is we've got to drill out the middle. So I'm going to use the Forstner a bit for this.
Right, so Mark's questions are option 1, huge bowl, maybe some burning, or option 2, potpourri bowl with a pewter lid.
Potpourri?
Please put your suggestions in the link below. Oh, you're covered. Don't you come near me.
Hug, hug.
No thanks.
Right, so I'm just going to measure this just so we know what we've got. Right, so that's
We've
87 mil.
got, what do they call it? I keep forgetting. Money donation
Oh, a super chat.
from Bobby Gannon.
Oh, thank you, Bobby. Much appreciated. Thank you very much, sir. Right, so that we'll use this one. That's 80.
Blair just said he's figured out how to do this on his big TV, and it's like he's here.
Welcome to my workshop, Bear.
Oh,
So this
Cornish
is
Maze has gone. Sorry.
so
Keep
7.
cutting.
See you later, Katie. So this is 73. That's 87. So we'll use this one to bore through with that.
So Mark, you've got 4 that have said about a potpourri bowl. John's got a question. Have you ever used T-cut on resin, Steve? Or is
Yes, I
anybody
have.
else? Wait,
I
or is anybody else?
Yeah, well, not actually T-cut. I used G10 when I first started doing resin because I didn't know about Yorkshire grit at that time. So I actually used G10. Same principle. Cut these tight then.
option 2 it is then, Mark. Option 2.
What was option 2 then?
Potpourri bowl.
This is where we'll find out whether the resin's held everything together or not.
Daniel said, are you going to save those shavings to recast in resin?
I have done before, but I won't do this one. I don't know why that happened.
Brent said, will a big bit like you're using possibly create excess heat on the resin?
No, I'm going slow. So hopefully, should be okay. Just going to check the depth of that.
Blair said he's chanting Fernal, Fernal.
Thanks, Blair, for the confidence. Right, so we are down to there, so we've got a little way to go yet. It's nearly cold, that.
Lewis just said, just got back. My dad stopped in. Looks like a tense moment here.
Oh no, let's push one out there. That's when that's not stuck properly, because you see they've got a hole there now. But we'll have to find one to repair that.
Daniel just said, I'm just going on record that my premiere today was recorded before Steve's live.
Right, so we're getting close. We're getting close. I can see there, we're there. So we're getting close.
Colin said he's got a question.
Right.
His car got trolleyed in the supermarket. Small dent and scratch. Would Yorkshire grit and Yorkshire micro work like T-cut?
Well, I can't hear you. Say again.
Colin's car got trolleyed in the supermarket. There's a small dent and scratch. Would Yorkshire grit and Yorkshire micro work like T-cut?
Yes, it would. Oh, I don't want to go down too far in that break off there. So what width have we got there?
Kim Dickinson's on.
Hi, Kim.
Hi all, looking good. No funnel today.
I reckon I've got a bit of a reputation for a funnel. That's got to be deep enough for a pen, isn't it, surely? Let's have a look. Yeah, that's plenty deep enough for a pen. Right, let's get rid of this then. Key, chuck key. God, I don't know about tight, I can't get it undone. That's better. Alright, so that's that out. The state of that though, with that pencil. Just blow that out. I know it's not very good for you, but so we just lost that one out of there, which I'm going to have to try and fill in afterwards. Or do you keep it as a feature? What do you reckon? Oh,
Mark's put, don't forget Mike Wall's on live tonight at 7:30.
Yep.
Steve, do you have the scale on the quill of the tailstock? I usually take the measurements before and drill to the required depth.
Well, the good thing was that I can see through it, so yeah. If I was doing a vase or something, I'd do that. But because I can see straight through there, so.
Gerard put, Steve, I don't know why they all associate you with funnel. Since I started to follow you, I've never saw one. Strange, that's Gerard.
Must be you, Gerard. You must be my lucky mascot.
Blair put, that looks brilliant. Nicely done, sir. Florida Bearded Woodworker said, I think I will be getting a pressure pot soon. Looking great. Cornet said, leave it as a feature. Chris said, looks like he's going to have fun with the cleanup.
Yeah, it's filthy. My hands look.
I ain't touching it, Mark. I ain't cleaning his workshop, no way. Daniel said he ain't seen a funnel from you yet either.
There's been them.
Circular Wood by Keith is on, and he said that's going to make a pretty funnel, just right for oil for your landies. Dad said, do you have to use a pressure pot?
No, you don't have to. I cast this one the other night without a pressure pot. I cast that one without a pressure pot the other night. There's no air in that. I just made sure I got the resin really warm before I poured it. Obviously, it's beneficial to use a pressure pot.
You like that colour, don't you?
Who?
You.
What colour? That blue? That's what
Yeah.
I had left over when I poured this bit.
Oh, right.
So I just mixed a little bit more clear up and poured it. Right, so I'm just going to try and get inside there and clean up a little bit. But start jumping and jolting about, then I ain't going to bother. I just sand it. That's better. It's a bit smoother. Just blow that out.
Gerard's off because his lunch has just arrived.
See you later, Gerald. Thanks for coming over.
Take care, Gerard.
So I'm not going to worry about the little dent in the bottom there. Obviously there's a little tiny dent with the force and a bit spin. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to sand and actually I'll sand that a little bit first. What will I get in there? I reckon 120, 240. Obviously I'm not going to be putting my finger in there. So I have here somewhere.
Why are you not putting your finger in it?
Just in case it catches and grabs my finger.
Oh, well.
So I'm going to use this bit of stick just to hold it in.
Professional bit of stick.
Yeah. So that's 120. 240.
I actually like the resin work more than I do the woodwork. Some of it. I don't know why.
You get better. I think you get some better features with resin, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's because you can put so much in it. I mean, look at some of the bowls you've done with the glitter and the wool in it and all that sort of stuff, and some of the pen pots you've done as well.
Sorry?
Some of the pen pots as well you've done with the lids and that.
Right,
Pencil
so.
pot you did, didn't you, with a matching lid?
Yep.
Malcolm Douglas is back. That's a nice mess you got there, Steve.
You're right there, Malcolm. It is a nice mess. So get some sand and sealer in there. See any trouble with resin work? It's bloomin' messy. Oops, that's on the floor now.
Where's the bit where the pencil's missing? I missed that bit.
There, it's come out. The pencils. Oh, it looked like it was a round pencil.
Pencils normally are.
No, not the hexagonal. Some of them. So I can either leave it as a feature, or I can find a bit and put a bit in there. But we'll worry about that afterwards.
I must be right behind because I still ain't caught up and show. Oh, yeah, I've just seen it now. You pointing to it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're about 15 seconds behind on YouTube. Right, so we'll let that dry a little bit. A bit wet in the bottom, but let that dry.
Daniel said definitely messy, but such beautiful things can be made.
Yeah, I've done quite a few nice resin projects, I will be honest. I think the one I enjoyed the most was the one I made from wool. That would come out really nice, that is. Right, so
And but yeah, you say that, but then the ones you cast in resin, where you cast the bullet and the
horse chestnut.
horse chestnut and the pine cone, they're all nice as well.
So a bit of a Yorkshire Grit original.
Hodgepodge said, blasphemy, I'm much more keen on wood grain. Yeah, you can get some really nice wood grain, but resin is nice for a change. Lewis put, can you CA a piece in and turn it flush?
Yeah, I think I could, Lewis, to be honest.
Andy put, I think I'll stick mostly to wood, lol.
It's just so messy. That's the disadvantage of it. As you will see when I go on normal camera.
Lewis put, resin and wood, Hodge, there is a compromise. You've done resin and wood, didn't you?
Yeah, I want to do another one. I do like resin and wood.
Daniel said, tape the inside and use Starbond black to fill.
Yep, good idea. I will do when it comes.
Is he winding you up then, isn't he? Daniel said, hybrids are awesome. Lewis does amazing stuff with that. Mark said, but don't mention the one that you tossed over your shoulder, though. That was sweet, weren't it?
Yeah, they just went all awful. I wonder if they work better in this resin. I don't know. They was all right until I put water on to sand it. So I'm not going to worry about too much on the inside because you're not really going to see it.
Glenn said, use plenty of grit might help, Steve.
So just go with a bit of microfine.
Andy H put, the Tiny Turner does some beautiful hybrids.
Yeah, she does. Very much so.
Mark said he's waiting in anticipation to do a collaboration with Klondike.
Lewis makes some lovely stuff.
Lewis put, tonight we'll be turning the rest of the egg blanks, I hope.
I didn't think I'd get this finished today.
2:10, not doing too bad.
Just buff it up. So there we go, got a nice shine in there. So I'm not going to worry about the inside too much because obviously you're not going to see it. So what I'm going to just do is I'm just going to clean this hole out here. I think I'll leave that for now and I'll find something to go in there. So what I'm going to do is just to finish it off, I'm going to put up some microcrystalline wax over that. Hampshire Sheen microcrystalline wax. Can't find nothing because everything's covered in resin. No camera freezing today. Woo!
No glitching.
The mouse is working. The little hamster in the corner cycling is working. So just rub this in nice, let it soak for a few seconds. You can use a car polish to polish resin up I've used before. Like someone else said, you could use T-cut. You could use other items. What else is there? There's burnishing cream. I mean, several different products out there you could use to give it a nice polish. A lot of people have put their resin on a buffing wheel afterwards. The reason I'm not going to do that on this is because the pencils are softer than the resin, so you'd actually wear your pencils away first. Go on, sorry.
Got a question. John Scarborough said, could you use milliput to fill the hole?
Yeah, I could do, John. That'd be quite cool if you turned something like this in clear, drilled loads of different size holes in it, and then put different colours of milliput in it. Well, that'd be quite cool.
Joe said, if Lewis is given Mark a burr, does that mean our team will win the Battle of the Makers next time? Just asking.
Bribery. Is that what's going on? Bit of bribery. Next Battle of the Makers, 26th of this month. We have our special guest airworm on next Friday, which is Joe Whitaker. What's his name? Whitaker. Yeah, Whitaker. Of Average Joe's Joinery. He's come over. He's agreed to come over and have a chat. See what he's got to say. He does quite a few sort of how-to videos on his channel. Nice guy, down to earth, friendly. So you guys will be able to go over and check him out if you haven't subscribed. I will put his link in the description on the video. So if you guys haven't subscribed to him, then jump over and subscribe to him. He's one of the good guys in the community. Right, so there we go. Looks a bit ripply because, like I said, the pencils are softer than the resin. So where you've buffed them out, the pencils have worn away more than the resin, but still get the effect that we want. So I've just got to part it off now on the bottom there. So let's get the parting tool out. I think I'll take that with that one. And just hope it don't fly out my hand and break now. So I'm just going to try and undercut this a little tiny bit.
Blair said, would a CA finish protect that better?
No. I don't know. I wouldn't like even to think about putting a CA finish on there. Don't drop it, he says, doesn't he?
Brent Beecroft's had to go.
See you later, Brent. Thanks for coming over. So get rid of that bit. Don't need that bit no more.
Klondike's put House of Resin in the UK, reputable, question mark.
Yeah, seem to be. They seem to be. A lot of people use them. Oh, man, what's going on?
What are you doing, Butterfingers? That's what Hodgepodge put. Careful, Butterfingers.
Just so excited. That's what it is. Just so excited. Right, so I'm just going to use this to sand this down, sand the bottom down, get the bottom polished up. Oh, for God's
T-shirt
sake!
bottom.
Oh man!
Glenn's put, yes, it's Stu at Smash and Bloke.
Alright, so sand this up. Start off with 60 grit because we've got a little bit of a tab left on there. So.
Andy H put, and breathe.
Yeah.
Tornado put, Steve, gravity sucks.
It does at the minute.
Lewis said, part and tool in the left hand, catch with the right, Steve.
Yeah, I tried that. I don't feel safe with it in my left hand, to be honest, Lewis. That's better. Alright, so we've got rid of that lump in the middle there. We've got the grits now and get it polished up. So I'm going right through from 80 grit to 400.
Andy said you need to practice that then left-hand turning.
Yeah,
and Mark said the England cricket team's just hung up.
It's what?
The England cricket team just hung up. You didn't catch it. No?
Yeah, didn't catch it, I haven't got it. It's the last grit, and we'll get on with the polishing. Alright, so let's get the polishers out. So I've got two different buffers here. Your orange and a green. The orange is a bit firmer, so I'm going to use the orange for the original microfine or Yorkshire Grit original.
Hodgepodge said, will you be rounding over that bottom edge?
I'm not going to do anything with...
Wait a minute. Will you be rounding over the bottom edge of the resin with the final grit? Seems like it would be sharp.
I'm not going to do anything with that at the moment. The reason being is I'm going to repair that just in case. So with that, I can get that back in the chuck if I have to. But I will round it. It won't be left sharp like that.
John's just put, John Scarborough, is someone wolf whistling you there, Nikki? That's Steve's phone. Is that a text in it?
Email. No, that's not actually sharp. That's not too bad actually. That.
Hodgepodge just put, never mind, not as acute of an angle as it looked at first.
So see them colours starting to come through there now. So just going to wipe off that with the. So then we use a soft one for the microphone.
Daniel put, great, and everyone's going to be emailing Steve for every live going. You know, he puts it on silent. This is the best one.
What's the best one? Oh.
Not that he ever answers them.
You just had to, didn't you?
That weren't me. Glyn said, clever move, Steve. Not seen that done before.
What's that?
I don't know. That's what Glyn put.
Oh, buffing it like this. Just buff it off. Who's messaging me now? That's Mark.
I bet that's Mark. That's horrible. I hate that text message.
Alright, so there we go. There's the bottom. Still a few little scratches in there, but I'll work them out. But that's the idea anyway.
Glyn put, yeah.
Alright, so let me just get some of this mess cleared up. Let me just quickly put the lids on these. So what I'll do is I'll work that out. There's a few little scratches still left in the bottom of that, but I'll work them out. Let me just wipe my hands, buff that up. What's Mark want the itch your leather? Alright, so let's get this out of the way. Jesus, look at the mess. Take them off. Look at the mess. Look at the mess. Jesus, right, let's just buff this up quickly.
I'm running, I am. You're finished.
Why?
I'm not being roped into doing it.
No, I'll clear it out. I didn't expect you to do it. So there we go. Where's the camera we're looking at? Nice and shiny. Like I say, the only bit we had fall out. Someone mentioned about bits falling out, didn't they? I've never had one fall out before. Got a little bit of there just fell out, but let's see if I look a bit better into this camera.
As you've cleaned it.
No, as I've turned it.
I was say as you finished it.
So it actually looks better there. It's a better colour there. So got a nice mottled effect in there, which is the two colours, ocean blue, sky blue. And then as you can see where that's there, that's obviously where it's heated and different temperatures have made the resin do different things. Really cool. Just drilled out. Like I say, I'm not worried about the hole in the middle. It's going to get hole pens. So yeah, looks good. I like it. It's turned out really well. And actually it hasn't taken as long as I expected to.
Yeah, it is nice.
So,
that colour's beautiful.
Oh,
That's got to be Mark.
Man,
Is it?
no, that's repeating it because I didn't answer. Right, so there we go. Nice little pot.
Torno said, is that technically a funnel since it goes through?
Yeah, what the hole?
Got a lot of nice comments. Tornage, Daniel said that looks awesome, Steve.
Thank you.
Klondike looks great, Steve. Paul Smith, very nice work, Steve. Well done, mate. Alex Lammy, nice job, Steve. Ian Leonard, very nice, Steve. John Scarborough, nice one, Steve. Looks great. Mark, looks great, mate. Hodgepodge, yeah, you don't. Yeah, you don't. Your significant other in your shop snooping around, potentially finding receipts of purchases she's unaware of.
The only trouble is that, Robert, is she does my book, so I can't really hide a lot.
Solon from Wood Wizardry, that's really cool, mate. Mark said wasn't me that time. Chris Dodd said, good, mate. Thumbs up. Andy H, reluctantly, I would admit it looks lovely, even made of resin.
Yeah, I do like some of the resin products. I haven't done a resin product for ages. They do look nice. Like I say, where's that one I made yesterday?
Mark said I'm going to pay for this tomorrow night, aren't I? What is
No,
happening
Mark.
tomorrow night?
No, Mark. What do you mean? Yeah, I made this one yesterday, or turned this one yesterday. This is rose gold, silver, and gold leaf flakes that I poured in some clear resin, which turned out really nice. I turned this yesterday. And a nice little black. Joe Senior said about the little base, so well done, Joe. Looks really nice on the little base. So
Daniel said hopefully mine turns out half that nice.
I'm sure it will, Daniel. I'm sure it will. So yes, very good. Thank you very much. Like I said, it didn't take as long as I expected. I expected to be doing this over 2 weeks. That means I've got to find something to do next week now. So yeah, very good. Very good. So thank you very much to each and every one of you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming over. Very much appreciated. I really hope you've enjoyed. Yeah, you're going to pay for that tomorrow, Mark. Big time. I'm going to have to get my old punch list out and start writing notes so I don't forget. Right, so put that away. So, guys, is there any questions before we knock it on the head? So, like I say, this is when I turned the other night. Same sort of principle. This is the blue left over from this. So what I did is I actually mixed up some more clear, and because the blue was going off, it wouldn't quite mix with the clear. So I poured it in there, and as it got hot, it sort of bubbled and caused. If you hold up to the light, I don't know if you can see it through there, but if you hold up to the light, you can sort of see bits where it's thick and thin. So that's going to be intriguing when I turn that one. I think I'm going to turn that into an egg. See what it looks like. Dragon egg, I think. See what it looks like. But I won't do that as a live, I don't think.
Chicken.
What?
Chicken.
No, it won't be a chicken egg, it'll be a dragon egg. So I need to go because Nick's going to clean my workshop up.
Yeah, dream on.
No, I'll do it myself. So if there's no questions, we will go. Mark's phone will be off. I wouldn't do that to Mark. Right then, guys.
Chris put, good mate, he put a B word in front of it.
Yeah, I see it.
Because obviously I don't like swearing much on, especially when you're on camera. I do try not to.
So you don't like swearing?
And Chris put, I'm an Australian, we say that word, Ali. But that's one thing our youngest daughter, she doesn't swear, does she, much?
No.
But that's one word she says now at the moment a lot. And she goes, it's not a swear word. That's all I get off of her. It's not a swear word. So that's just me, but yeah.
Thank you, Glenn.
That's why, Chris.
Thank you very much. So no, that's turned out nice. I like that. Marlene will be happy with that. I'll drop that off in a week, get that finished off later on, get that bit polished up on the bottom there, and get that sent to, or get that dropped off to. Right then, guys, let's go.
Yep,
So thank you very much. Obviously, there's premieres going on this afternoon. We've got Motewalt on this afternoon as well. We have Wayne the Woodturner's premiere. Hodgepodge has got. Daniel has got a premiere. I don't know if Hodgepodge has got a premiere, or is he live this afternoon?
No, Hodgepodge is on, but I don't know what he's doing.
Right, okay. The other thing before we quickly go, Dale from Maple Tree Studios is going live today at 3 o'clock, I believe. Let me see if I can find his link. 3 o'clock, I believe he said he was going live. Oh, there's nothing on the tubes, so maybe he's changed his mind. No, I don't know. I know Dale said he was going to go live. If you're subscribed to Dale's channel, then obviously you'll get a a reminder come up for it. So pop over and give Dale some support. Other than that, Wayne the Woodturn is on tonight at 8:30. Hodgepodge has got a premiere at 5 o'clock by the looks of it. Mike Walt's on tonight, I believe at 7:30. Wayne the Woodturner's premiere at 8:30. Makers International podcast Makers International on at 9:30. Jamie Page, JP Woodwork will be on at 11, and then Caitlin the Cat will be on at 11:30, I believe. And then, is that for Dale? I think Mark's just put in. No, it won't come up. Mine won't come up. Anyway, I think that's the link for Dale that Mark's just put in there. So anyway, and then obviously tomorrow we're back with Wayne the Woodturner. Tomorrow dinner time. So plenty to watch. If you need to check out who's live and who's not, Steve Twydale on his website and Scott the Blue Light Turner's workshop on his website. There are links of who's on and who's not on, or who's on and where and when. So plenty to watch. So anyway, guys, I will see you tomorrow night in Mark's live. I'm going to have payback. So take care, have a good week, and I'll see you next Friday with our special guest Erwin. So take care, speak to you soon, and bye for now.
Bye.
That's all, folks.